it's Luhu. I'm Cindy Young, and I am the designer behind Luhu Stitches, and this is my Flosstube channel. It's Friday, October 4th, and I'm here for another Flosstube. I had a comment on my last Flosstube video asking me to show some finishes, and I wasn't sure if she wanted finishes that were things that I designed or finishes that were not completely finished yet or other designers. So I just pulled out a bunch of stuff. Also, I mentioned in my last video that we had moved, and so I'm still finding boxes or finding stuff in boxes because I don't know when the last time you moved was, but frequently at the end of the move, things just kitchen stuff, bathroom stuff, quilting stuff all get put in the same box. It wasn't quite that bad, but I definitely am running into a few of the straggler boxes that have things in them. I'm like, oh, that's where that is. So, anyway, that's kind of what happened to me. Among other things this week. This has been a little bit of a rough week. Last week, my husband and I went up to Astoria for a little anniversary getaway and had a lovely time. Just beautiful drive up through the northwest section of Oregon, and then Astoria is pretty cool. It's we had an amazing view of the Columbia River and the ships going in and out, and really enjoyed that. There were also sea lions there that barked 24/7, so we had to run the fan in the hotel room just kind of low for white noise so we didn't hear the sea lions. That was funny. It rained one day, but there's a really good maritime museum in Astoria. So if you're up there, check out the Maritime Museum. And believe it or not, there is a bumblebee tuna museum that is free. It's off of a pier, and that I actually really enjoy the little free bumblebee tuna museum more than the very fancy maritime museum. Anyway, and then of course the Goonies were filmed in Astoria. We're not particularly big Goonies fans. I mean, we don't dislike the Goonies. So we went by like the place where the jail was, and then we were gonna go by the house, but it was raining and it was a little bit cold, and you had to walk up to where the house is. So the owners of the house are very kind. They don't mind people going up there, but I think maybe it's a neighbor thing. They don't want all kinds of people driving up there. So there's a place to park kind of at the bottom of the hill of where the house is. Anyway, we aren't such big fans that either of us needed to go up there. So we didn't. Anyway, so let's get down to cross stitch, huh? I thought I would start with my WIPs that I kind of have on rotation for fall. Also, a couple WIPs that I found that I'd forgotten about. And yeah, they're all fall themed, but I tend to like to stitch the season, you know what I'm saying? So anyway, here is a little Lizzie Kate that I started, I don't even know when I started this. I'm sorry, I have little burps. I did not use all the called for. I think maybe per me, switch stuff out. I haven't finished it yet, but this is my version of it. So I need to finish. That's a leaf area. So I need to put the leaf in there, a leaf up there, and the stem, and then I'll be done. And I guess I need to figure out how I want to finish it. So hopefully you can see that. Anyway, I switched out. This was before I really knew or understood anything about overdyes. I mean, when I say I started this a long time ago, I mean a really long time ago. So I'm looking for a date on here, but she doesn't have a date. But Lizzie Kate, timeless, Lizzie Kate. Okay, the next, well, I'm not going to show you that. The next thing is a while back, I discovered Crochet a Go-Go. I'm going to pronounce it Crochet a Go-Go. Her things are just so adorable and cute. So I ordered this as a paper pattern. And it has a dove, and that kind of reminds me of Christmas, but then these two are very spring-like. This chicken, oh my goodness, she's so adorable. And these are all in DMCs. And the fabric she recommends is Belfast, 32 count Zweigert Belfast Natural. And I think, is this in English? So this is in English. But I think, oh, there's like maybe an Italian. Doesn't look French. Italian in here. So Crochet a Go-Go. So I got that, and then I think I downloaded this online. And Primavera, I think that means spring in Italian. So Ghirlanda di Primavera in my really, really bad Italian accent. But isn't that pretty? And I think probably these are all DMCs. Oh, there's insurance stuff printed out with this. Yeah, all DMCs. The piece that I've been stitching on, and good grief, I'm almost done. I should get my act together. I think what's also a PDF download is Spring Basket. And I have been stitching, oh gosh, I don't know what I'm stitching this on. There it is. Those bunnies and those birds were so fun. Actually, I've enjoyed stitching everything on here. I really need to get back. You can tell I started this in 2023 and life got in the way and I haven't gotten back to it. I should sit down and do it. I wish I could remember what the fabric is, but it's a pretty rustic fabric, very mottled. She calls for, what does she call for? Fabric Belfast 32 count natural. I know that's not what this is. It's probably something I had in my stash, and it probably did not have a label, so I couldn't use it for designing. And that's why I don't know what it is. And also, this is probably 28 count because that's my preferred count, because then you can see what you're stitching. Okay, another fall stitch that I've been working on is this little cutie patootie. Pumpkins for Sale from Stitcher Through the Years. And it was a PDF. I got it off Etsy. And I just thought it was so charming. And let's see. It's a combination of DMC, Classic Work, Colorworks, and Gel Arts threads. And here's my progress thus far. And this is on a Jobelin. I know that. And it's 28 count. But I don't know. I don't remember what the color is. I found a big hunk of this Jobelin in my fabric basket, and of course it doesn't have a label, but I'll figure it out because I do think I bought it from 123 Stitch. And what's really nice about 123 Stitch is you can go back and see what you ordered, which is really good for people like me who are a little disorganized and forget what they ordered. Her called for fabric is in 36 count Edinburgh linen. Yeah, I wouldn't be stitching on 36 count. That would be unenjoyable for me just because it's so tiny. All right, I made a little progress on good old I'm all organized in my basket. But as I'm pulling things out, I'm becoming disorganized, which is really frustrating. Anyway, Ira Ray, I made a little progress. I got his vest and one wing done. So thank goodness for NCIS and my husband. I was able to get that done. So I thought I was on a run with him. And then I've been doing a lot of designing, and I've got stuff. I have a couple of model stitchers, and I have stuff out to them, but I'm going to have to stitch some stuff. So I had to put this down and pull out that. But I thought I would show you. I don't know if I ever showed how I finished Ida May, but I have another one of these frames. And she's all done. And so I am, in my heart, I'm super motivated to get Ira done because I want to be able to put them up together. I don't know if it's going to happen, but there she is. So there's a finish. And I just, I just wrapped her around a piece of mat board, sized for the frame. And what's awesome is like these kind, you can just use this as your template and then cut out that. And then I mounted her on that and mounted her on the mat board that I had cut out and put her in here. There she is. So hopefully Ira will be joining her soon. Wouldn't that be fun? I would think it was fun. Okay, what's next? Oh, that's the threads. These are all the threads. And I really like these bags. They're sort of see-through. And I don't, I heard someone saying, oh, they had a problem with vinyl and having a pattern get stuck on the vinyl, but these have sort of a netting, a textured, so I don't think that would really happen. But I like them. They're inexpensive. They're a little bit see-through so that I can see, what I have in them. And then you can have a box or a basket that you put them all in and line them up. And if I were super organized, I'd probably have like a color code too, because they come in all kinds of colors. All right, so now this is another WIP. So I have a funny little story to tell. I had a basket sitting next to my stitchy chair, and this was in it. This is from Stitch Stories. This is just an embroidery, printed embroidery, and it's a kit. I have some more to show you in here, so that'll happen in a few minutes. Anyway, this was sitting in a basket, a couple things in that basket next to my stitchy chair. And one morning, I'm not doing this anymore. But this summer I would bring my breakfast in and sit on my stitchy chair and read my book or flip through my phone or whatever. And I put the plate down and it tipped over into the basket. So pancakes, applesauce, hard-boiled eggs on top of this and a few other things. It wasn't actually too bad. This got it, and another item that I'm going to show you in a minute got it. But anyway, this is kind of a nice, I don't really have to think. It comes with, comes with the threads in these cute little boxes, and it's all color coded. I think somewhere I have the instructions just to kind of tell me what sort of stitches I need to be using, but it's pretty self-explanatory. Although I can't remember what the triangles are for, so I might need to go back find it's in a box. It's in a box somewhere. Anyway, so that's my funny story, but this is. And when you get these, you get a hoop, you get the printed material, there's a needle, and instructions, and then these little tins with your flosses in them. I have a couple more I'm going to show you so you can see the full deal. All right, now for some finished stuff. Now this particular finished item I didn't do. This was either my mom or my mother-in-law did this, and obviously I'm going to say my mother-in-law because this looks like something from a little boy's shirt, and it looks like something my husband would have worn, just based on pictures. I'm looking for a piece of paper I can put behind this. That's why I'm. So that the light's not shining through. There we go. There. So I just thought it was so adorable, all done in chain stitch. And the colors are just fantastic. And I just really love it. I love how the sun is a swirl, and it kind of makes me, it kind of looks like a lasso, but it's the sun. Anyway. Just super cute. I don't know, I look at it and I think I need to do something with this. Frame it or something, I don't know. If you have an idea, put it in the comments below, because I don't know. It's also really sweet that it's on this. So I don't know, it's so cute. Anyway, and obviously this would be the back yoke of the shirt. The shoulders and the neck, and then the yoke shape at the back. Anyway, really cute. I thought you might enjoy that. Okay, I'm going to put those over there. All right. This is a little thing that I made. I was going to years ago, and I think the pattern was originally in a Leisure Arts for the Love of Cross Stitch magazine. And I was going to make these as little ties around some bathroom curtains. This is the 90s, friends. And anyway, it was going to look, they were lace, and they had rods at the top and the bottom because they were narrow windows. We had a little cottage our first home was a little cottage. And then I was going to put those around the panels, and I got one done, and I never got another one done, and then I never got it finished. And anyway, but I always thought it was really cute, and I was proud of myself for doing that. It was kind of intricate. And the ribbons, I thought the ribbons turned out really nice. Okay, this is out of a book from Better Homes and Gardens. A Christmas ornament book from the 90s. And obviously I never finished it, but it was really cute. And the sheep is not stitched in. It's just the red and the green. It's sort of a I can't remember what the word is. Anyway, use the white of the fabric for the sheep. Very cute. I don't remember where, this is a bookmark, and I don't remember where I got this pattern, but it's on fiddler's cloth, and it looks like it's 16 count fiddlers, Ada, but it was really cute. And it popped up in some stuff, and I'm like, huh, I don't even really remember making that. Huh. For you younger gals out there, that's what happens to you when you get older. I don't really remember doing that. This I'm about to show you. This is on 16 count fiddlers. It's kind of yellowed, but this was something I carried around for years. It was sort of I'm looking for paper again. It was sort of my project on the go, and I kept adding to it. So I started out, this was out of Leisure Arts for the Love of Cross Stitch, that whole thing. And they were meant to be bookmarks, but I just made them that way. And then I added the Bible verse, and it's, the Lord bless you and keep you. The Lord make his face shine upon you and be gracious to you. The Lord lift up his countenance upon you and give you peace. Numbers 6, 24, 26, the Shema. And anyway, my idea was I was going to hang this by my front door. And then this, I got started on this last birdhouse, and it was out of a Leisure Arts pattern, card patterns, a bigger piece. And I just pulled out, there's a little rose that goes here. Anyway, I just pulled out a motif from that pattern, and I know I still have those. I just don't know where they are. So anyway, I don't know, maybe one of these days I'll get back to this. And when I say I carried it around for years, I mean, I probably carried this around for 15 years. And I would pop it in with my stuff when we went on a trip, and I'd get a few stitches in. That was crazy. Okay, I dropped the pencil. Another finished item that's not fully finished is this little Lizzie Kate alphabet, and it's a spring one. I'm sure it has a better name. And this was I don't know what it's on. Probably it's either 32 or 28. I used all the called for colors because I remember hunting down this huckleberry color from Classic Colorworks, I think. Anyway, really cute. And I didn't center it right because this is sort of a scrap piece of fabric. So I don't know. If I ever finish it, it'll probably, this end will be a bit of a challenge because there's not a lot of margin there. Anyway, so Lizzie Kate. I have a little house. Oh, here's another Lizzie Kate alphabet, the fall one. I should get this one done, hey? And this is on 16 count fiddler Ada. But anyway, this was fun to do. The bone, I have often thought maybe I should go and maybe do a little back stitch on that bone so it shows up better, but there it is. And let's see here. I had aspirations at one point to do all of these. Is it country? Either little house or country house. You know what I'm talking about, right? and it's gotten a little wrinkled. It was not wrinkled. Anyway, I got September done. Some of these things I did when we were in our other house, and I had little displays, and we're in our new house, and I haven't really figured it out yet because the house is a different style. So the house we sold and left was very cottagey. It was just a basic mid-century ranch, house, not anything spectacular. But this house has a definite style to it, and I haven't figured out how to incorporate some things that I really love. But anyway, I got it done. I have a fabric I think I found on a little quilt venture with my mom and my sister that I want to finish it with, but I don't know. I haven't figured it out yet, which is probably why it's still sitting here. And this looks like a Jobelin that I stitched it on, and it's more than likely 28 count. That there. Okay. And back when I was young and ambitious, and I had my first baby, I was going to make stockings. And I got our names all done. Isaac, Tom, Cindy, and I even think I might still have the fabric, or I maybe got rid of the fabric when we moved, but this is as far as I got. I got these stitched, and then my style changed completely. This was very country, kind of the darker red, and my style changed completely from that country to more cottagey, and I did something totally different for stockings. So yeah. Anyway, okay, here's the other casualty of the breakfast incident, and this is from Kathy Haberman at Hands On Design. Hey there, pumpkin. And it fared all right, except I noticed today that it got a little discolored in here, and I'm not really sure. I don't think that's the floss. It could be the floss. I don't know if you can see the discoloration, but it could be the applesauce too. I don't know. Oh, and I forgot to bring, I do have a frame for this, so I should get this done. I should finish. Okay, 2 weeks from now, I'm going to have this fully finished, and I'm going to have the Lizzie Kate fall alphabet fully finished. And I'm going to show you. I'm not bothering with September. That'll have to wait till next year. Here's just my first foray into using perforated paper. A long time ago, can you tell? Country blue and mauve. It's a little quilt square. I think I was going to put it on a block. I was going to make some more and put them on blocks, and isn't that cute? Anyway, got one done. Okay, I remember stitching this while we watched the 1992 Winter Olympics. Because I remember doing this border, and it drove me crazy. And it had like a little mat card with it. I think I have it. I have it somewhere. Anyway, it was fun to stitch geese or swan. It was in the geese time of decorating, but that was a swan because I was not into geese. Okay. Now I want to show you some stash. Thanks if you're still with me, you get points. Oh, fully finished stuff. I'm sorry. I forgot about fully finished stuff. We'll go through these pretty quick. Okay, so these are my 3 little candy corns, and I designed these, and they have little buttons at the corner right there, and then each of the candy corns have a different pattern to them, and they're bright and colorful. And then I found some candy corn fabric to finish it with, and then I used the like slit method to stuff it, and then I had this little felt sticker that I put over it, and then used blanket stitch to stitch around it. And then these are from Lady Dot Crates, and she would probably look at me and tell me to stuff the heck out of this. I didn't stuff it enough. That's what Lois would tell me. Anyway, so 3 little candy corns. You can find this in Luhu Stitches. I'll show you my design fully finishes. So this is Bella Luna, and she is a real simple finish. I just mounted her on a piece of mat board, and then some Lady Dots Creates mini pom-poms on the edge, and then a piece of black felt that I used my pinking shears and cut out around the edge. And then sandwiched in between, this is just a piece of binding tape or finishing tape, hem tape that you can get from Dritz. It's just real thin, but it's kind of pretty and it's inexpensive. And I don't remember what this is stitched on. It was first in a Just Cross Stitch Halloween magazine, you know, the yearly deal. And then I've released it since. So you can find this at my shop. Bella Luna with her skinny neck and her spider, the spider coming down next to her. And then this one, I'm showing some of these to you to show you these are just super simple finishes. This is just mounted. This is my Walking on Sunshine, 28 count, can't remember what it's stitched on. All DMC flosses though. Mounted on mat board, and then this is a thing I got at Hobby Lobby. There was some saying or some picture behind here. I glued it on there so I can't see it. But I like this part, but I didn't care about what was up here. And I just glued on my stitching on there, and it just is perfect, I think. I had it sitting out here for a while, but it's just like you can hang it up or sit it on a table or whatever. So don't be afraid to, like when you go to Hobby Lobby or Michael's or Joann's, think out, you know, if you see something that's a size that you like, you can remake it into something else. Anyway, okay. So this is a foam core finish. I used foam core board. This is a little house country. I can't remember who made. Anyway, I stitched it on 16 count Aida fiddler's cloth, and then I used Priscilla's from Stitching with the Housewives, Priscilla's palette for this. And then the dog is we used to have a lab, and that's Chewy. She's our dog, and there's a few mistakes in this, but I'm not telling you where they are. Anyway, this is just, okay, I'm going to show you the back. This is literally a scrap piece of foam core that I just glued some fabric that I had in my stash. It's a gingham with Swiss dot on it. Some stuff I inherited from my aunt, and then a little grosgrain bow with a button in the middle. And then I put magnets on the back, and I have a metal box, actually right there, And I put it on the front, and that's sort of our mailbox in the house. Anyway, so cute. Doo-doo-doo-doo. And then lastly, finishes Plum Creek, Plum, you know. Anyway, Paulette Stewart. This is Wilhelmina. I have another thing to show you from Paulette, and then I'll remember exactly what the name of her business is. Oh, I hate it when I draw blanks. That's menopause brain. Okay. Okay, now we're going to do my stash acquisitions. Some of them are stuff that I forgot about, and some is really recent. And a lot of it is kits. But this first one is recent. I did not forget I bought this. This is from Krista West, and she is Avlee Folk Embroidery. And this is a whole book of her designs. And I just love her stuff. And I really recommend getting this fabric. She just calls it a ground cloth, and she imports it from Greece. If you follow her on Instagram, she's just been to Greece, but she goes to Greece once a year and gets supplies and meets with people and everything. She's Greek, obviously. And anyway, she just has lovely, lovely things in here. I'll see if I can find. She has instructions for finishing things. And ideas of what to do. Look at, she's put this on a little girl's dress. There's a pillow. Beautiful, beautiful motifs that you could use for just about anything. So, Everyday Folk from Krista West. Just beautiful. Absolutely lovely. And I ordered it directly from her. So, her, AvleeFolkEmbroidery.com, I think. Pretty sure that's what it is. But I just, and she uses all DMC, so super easy to find all of the threads. And then order that fabric from her. Here's actually a kit I've been working on of hers. That is Pella Poulet. Poulet is chickens. So I've gotten some of the chickens done. This is one of those grab it and take it along on the trip things. But it hasn't been, it's been in a box. And so I haven't grabbed it as often as I could. But it's really nice. You don't need a hoop. It's really nice fabric for working in hand. I'm sorry for the glare, but there's the finished piece. I saw it at Nashville several years ago and admired it, and she said, here you go. So very sweet of her. Okay, I have this thing about crewel embroidery. I have a couple projects that I'm working on, but I saw this on eBay and could not resist. I'm not going to pull it out because do you remember these kind of bags? From Avon. What do they call it? Creative Needlecraft. It doesn't even have a name, but those birds and the colors. Look at the yarns. Oh my gosh, so pretty. And it's a fun, different thing to do because it's printed on the fabric. So you don't have to think too much. It's all satin stitch, but the yarn makes it go quickly because so one of these days. I'll get that done. Then, I found this thing. I'm like, when did I buy this? I don't even remember buying this. But it's a Madame Chantilly. And it's a little girl, and she's pulling sheep in a wagon on her on a wagon with flowers. And you can make it, she has, you can do it as a little witch if that's what you're into. I don't really do Halloween. I do fall. I just don't do Halloween. So I'll probably do this. And I probably won't. I don't know if I'll do it as a jack-o'-lantern, but look at how funny. The sheep is eating the pumpkin. Can you see that? Oh my gosh, that's so cute. Anyway, super cute. Stash, surprise. I don't know where I got it. I honestly, I don't remember buying it. So, okay. Plum Street. I wanted to call it Plum something else. That's why I couldn't think of the name. Plum Street Samplers. Jesus loves me, this I know. Isn't that beautiful? And I went ahead and I purchased the overdyes for this. I don't remember if maybe I was if I got this online, or maybe I was at Kelsey's Needlework in Placerville. I don't know, but someday. It's she have the stitch count. She stitched it on 36 count, and I can't see the stitch count right off without pulling everything out of the bag, which I don't want to do because we're at 41 minutes. And you're probably like, are you done yet? If you've lasted this long, God bless you. Okay. We're almost through the basket here. And I've got Stitch Stories. So the other thing you get in Stitch Stories are little needle minders that are just so cute. Or you can order it. I think I ordered this with the thing. But this one's a little birdhouse. She kept coming up with super cute ones, and I kept ordering, and I finally realized I gotta stop that. So I got this one, and then I got the tea one. And you can see she's got everything in there in the little box, and she sends hoop as well. And then all the instructions, and she gives diagrams of how to do different stitches too. So really nice. Very nice, very nice. So this one's called Tea Party and Cuckoo Clock, but very well put together. And I just really like that. Okay, last thing. I got some new fabrics because I'm putting together new designs. And this one is probably recognizable to all of you. It is French Country Mocha. And this is 32 count. And I'm hiding something under there. But I did, this weekend, I went into a quilt store and found, I don't remember what the name of these hoops are, but they have a little indent, so they really lock. And I found a 7-inch one, which can be really hard to find. I found 9-inch ones and 5-inch ones, but finding a 7-inch one has been difficult. And she had a whole bunch of 7-inch ones. So I got one at the quilt shop in Astoria. I don't remember the name of it. It was it was cute. It was just sparse. Ever gone into a quilt shop and you're like, where's all the fabric? Anyway, that was kind of it. Okay, then, because I was testing stuff out, I really thought I was going to go with this French latte linen 32 count for what I wanted to do. And when I got it, it's beautiful, absolutely beautiful fabric. It's got more of a yellow tone to it than you're seeing here, but it wasn't what I wanted for my projects, or for the projects that I've gotten done so far. And then I also got this 32 count lamb's wool linen. I don't know if you can see that. I really like this. This is a little stiffer fabric, but I just like the natural look of it. I think it's so pretty. But it had more of a yellow undertone, and this has a cooler undertone to it, and I like that better for what I'm doing, which you'll find out in a few months. Anyway, so that's it. That's everything. Those are my finishes, my WIPs, my surprise stuff, like the stuff from Madame Chantilly and Plum Street Sampler. It's fun to come here and share with you all my cross-stitchy stuff. I've been having a great time watching different floss tubes, and I feel like I was away from things for a little bit because of moving and health issues and family, and I have dived back in, and I am enjoying it so much. Okay, let's wrap this up. Thank you for watching. What am I supposed to say? Like, subscribe, comment, and share this because that helps me out. So I love the comments. If you have any questions, if you just want to share something about what you're stitching, anything like that, I would love to have a conversation with you. Alrighty, until next time, happy stitching.